Yo guys, what's going on? Burt Crown coming with the St. Louis Season 5 franchise mode. The first 4 years were rough. 24 wins, 32 wins, 24 wins, 24 wins. Every single year, losing the draft lottery, dropping down in spots. 3 of those years, we had the worst finishes, so we had the best picks, and yet we still fall out of that draft. We still lose that draft lottery, getting the third overall pick instead of the first 3 times. So what we did in this offseason, we bought everything we could buy, including Sidney Crosby, guys. He's on the team. He's going to take us to the promised lands. And one more thing we got to do. We got to go look at our lineups, and we got to see what we need to trade our first round draft pick for to complete and round out the team coming into this season. So let's get into it. I hope you do enjoy it. If you do, hit a thumbs up. But is this our year? Put that in the comment section down below. So I look at my lines here. What do we need? What are our lines missing? This first line is gross. Look at this first line, +5 to their overall. Their chemistry's buzzing. We want to leave them right where they're at. The second line was Sidney Crosby and Toskala and Lindstrom. Hopefully they can perform and pull it up. The third line with Bunting, Lawton, and Wallstrom. They don't have a plus to their chemistry, but if they can gel, we could be happy. And that fourth line is a fourth line. Hopefully they can grind out and just not cost us games. I'm happy with the offense. Now the defense, Gerard, Hannafin, and Hedman, oof, good. But we need somebody on this right side. We need somebody, and I think that's what our first round draft pick is going to go towards, is this, and getting ourselves a backup goalie is needed for those long runs. So let's go look at getting a defenseman and a goalie with 1 first overall draft pick to really help round this team out and send them to the promised lands. Anaheim wants it, but the question is, how bad? Not Montour bad, but Montour would be good to grab. Montour we couldn't make work, but Calgary wants the first pick. Okay, round out the team, bring this guy back. This would be a big trade. We're going to have to sweeten it up a little bit. That's fine by me if we've got to do that, because we got to make sure this is our year. We can't keep losing out of the playoffs every year. The owner called. They said, make a splash. We're making a splash. We're going to give a first, 2 seconds, for a backup goalie and a defenseman that really pulls this team around. And how could they not? How could they not accept all that value? Now let's go see, guys, how good this team looks, and are they ready to go deep? So we know what our forward line looks like. That's not what we're looking at. We're looking at the D line. Got a good backup there now. Where is our defenseman? Where is he? They put him in the minors. Oof. We're going to bring him up. We'll send Hag down. It's a big send down. We'll bring him up, and we'll really get it going. Somebody probably took Hag. If I was good to guess, I would say we lost him somewhere. But we needed to do this to make the team better. It's a bad loss. We should have probably traded him, but it'll be okay. Much better. Much better. I like it. Let's go win a Stanley Cup, boys. Not even worried about any mid-season looking at anything over. We're going right to trade deadline, and we are going to go from there and see what we need to do to make this squad a winner, because, I mean, we're sick of losing. We're sick of not being a 500 club, and it all starts now. It all starts today. It all starts with the Nashville Predators, who we lose to 4-0. And then we lose to Colorado. And then we lose to the Islanders. Then we lose to Toronto. Oh my God. This organization, this franchise is cursed. Boys, it is cursed. How do we have the team we have and we can't win a game? Like, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Guys, we are 3-10 through 2 months. We are 3-13. I don't know. Robert Thomas has got to go. That's our problem. Robert Thomas has got to go. It is time to trade everything. We don't even have our first anymore. Imagine trading your first and you're the worst team in the league. Think about that. Think about what we have just done. My God. This is shambles. We have destroyed We have destroyed the St. Louis franchise. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think it might be time to step down as GM of the St. Louis Blues because clearly we are going backwards here. Spending money, doing what we got to do, and going backwards. You watch. I traded my first, and we are not going to lose the draft lottery this year. There's no turning this around. I don't think, anyway. We got to try. We gave up our first. We're buyers. We're full sending. Full send, full sell. Let's go. A first for Torrey Terry. Of course, that was accepted. Okay, so now what? We're just adding stuff now. A defenseman, Bowen Byram. Do we add Bowen Byram? I don't think we add Bowen Byram. We need a right-hand shot defenseman if we're gonna get better. Ryan could do it. Now, what do we need to get Ryan? Just a full sell. Just a full sell on the franchise. Oh, that didn't get it. Full sell on the franchise. That gets it. Here we go. We did the two biggest things we could do. We added a big forward, a big defenseman. We're done with trade deadline, and hopefully we can swing through because we paid everything. We did everything, and now let's look at these. Let's look at these lines. Torrey Terry, we bumps Crosby down. Everybody shifts around a little bit. It still looks not too shabby, not too terrible. Parenko, 77 overall. That man has taken a hit. And then the defense takes a step up. Hedman goes down. Dumba goes down. Trade deadline's over. We can't adjust for that. But we might be able to make roster changes. Nicholas Haggs took a dump. Everybody has just gone sideways. We've literally done all we can do, boys. If we don't get in the playoffs, which is not going to happen, we need to go on the biggest, most unbelievablest tear of a lifetime. But if we can't do it, we resign and we leave the organization and we go find a job elsewhere. And it doesn't look like we can do it. This team is cursed, absolutely cursed. And I think we move on, as they will never ever be a winning franchise. And this was absolutely atrocious, absolutely atrocious. Robert Thomas with our run was just not good. This player was not good. This here is the reason we have to step down. Because we played 5 seasons and we were last almost every single season. We're done with the St. Louis organization. We will be back when we can find a GM job somewhere else. But it is not here. It is not here. Resigning as your GM of the St. Louis Blues. I'm out. Until next time, ciao, ciao.